But Joel Benjamin 528, aka MC Spookism, and
Taj Tarik Bey. I'm here at Nichols Bookstore.
Brooklyn. Yep, Nicholas
And
Brooklyn.
you get all your good stuff here, oils and everything else. And Vixillum, flags, buttons, etc.
Hold on.
And we're
Y'all
talking
see the
about
title, right? Y'all see the title, right?
yes, Bitcoin. We're talking about Bitcoin. Now, first of all, let's cut through the chase because our time is limited. NSA has the codes to Bitcoin from the beginning of its operation. It's attributed to, I think, a Chinese or Japanese young person, but actually it's CIA.
That they never seen before.
Now, if you notice how Bitcoin split and it loses value, goes way up and loses its value. Now, just keep this in mind. Use your intelligence. This card here as an example, whether it has value or not, is physically in my hand. Are we right or wrong? Just
Facts.
think. Now, anything electronic with a switch, knockoff of a computer, can be eliminated, changed, neutralized, hacked. Anything that's electronic is hackable because it's designed in the instrument. It has to be in order to do adjustments in any accounting. So let's get real. I'm not talking against it. I'm just asking you to use your common sense and understand it's really designed actually to get many of the U.S. private commercial paper instruments called dollars, which they're not dollars. They're actually debt notes for the belonging to the Federal Reserve, which belongs to the Jesuits, off the market because they're under pressure from China and a lot of other Asiatic nations to go back to the constitutional principles which they abandoned in 1861, and they've been getting things from other nation states for free, and the rest of the nations are tired of these Europeans faking as Americans. They're Europeans, get that clear, occupying the Americas, pretending to be Americas, and pretending their private corporation, which is called the United States, of being a country, which it is not. It's a private corporation registered in France in 1754, which was bankrupted. And they've been creating bonds and selling them around the world. And those first T-bonds were built on the Moors, who they branded Negro, black, and colored, i.e. the real people of the land. And that's how their economics operates. Get it very, very, very clear. So Bitcoin is a way for them to extract the Federal Reserve notes out of the market while they're preparing for what they're calling a reset, which is actually different instruments from different nation states that will have backing by commodity, by some substance, by gold or silver, or some commodity that the particular nation states may have of value for the other nation states to represent honor in trade. The Bitcoin is an initiation of an electronic transfer, which they plan in the future, just like blockchain and other things like that, but at the same time recognize that the flaw is at any time they can take all your stuff. So get it through your heads. Do what you will, but do not be naive. What is physically in your hand, whether it's actual gold and silver coin, which is the money, or whether it's fiat notes, which is, although a debt note, is to some limited degree acceptable. However, understand that Bitcoin is an abstract, absolute, an electronic ether that can be eliminated with the stroke of a pen.
Wait a minute, real quick. As you said, with a stroke of a pen, because time is limited, and I gotta make sure I give you guys Bitcoin
info. The pen is really the
info.
finger. All they gotta do is push your computer, shut it out.
Show them again. Push. Beep. That's it.
And shut it out. And then those who don't act right, because they're going to start controlling people, they simply cut off your energy source.
And they
burn
a whole bunch of Bitcoin.
It's easier than, how do you say, stealing a credit card, which is also abstract, if you get the point.
Right.
Meaning, just like this, just use your common sense. This is what I really have to say. Imagine you have a few notes in your pocket. We know that this fiat and private commercial paper. It's not money. That's the first issue to understand. However, it's physically in your pocket, and you can trade with it. Can you lose that quicker than someone who gets a credit card number from you, or can you lose more with that credit card?
You lose more with the credit card.
Now, Bitcoin is the same principle. You figure that out for
At
yourself.
least Bitcoin is even worse.
It's even more abstract. Not only that, it's predicated on who's controlling the servers, and that's only a few people, most of whom are in China and in some other areas. And then NSA has all the codes anyway.
And not only that, they were saying how a lot of rich people is hyping it up.
They're hyping it up for the dumb public.
You go by, and when they done, they sell all their stuff and they get the money back.
Then they're going to crash
a bubble. So it's a Bitcoin bubble right now.
It is a Bitcoin bubble, because let's look at practicality. Bitcoin is still a fiat abstract.
Facts.
You can't call it an instrument because it's not physical.
Facts.
So it's still an abstract fiat, right? Now, consider this. The greater value of Bitcoin is only in the hands of a few people and goes no further. So what does that tell you when the masses invest in it?
And they don't even show you who the creator of this
Exactly.
so-called Bitcoin is, this
Which
Asian guy.
means, again, you have more credibility in the possession of a fiat currency than you do in Bitcoin.
Facts.
I mean, that's just logic. It has nothing to do with what I think about it.
So what about Russia? Because since time is limited, I'm going to get all these questions out there quick, people. So I don't want to hear garbage about, cutting the man off because the man got to go quick back to Philly. Russia hacking the Bitcoin.
Russia didn't hack the Bitcoin. Everybody had it from the doors. Just that news is coming out now.
Say it again. They all had it.
Please, from the door. You know, when they tell you something, it's already been done, and it already is. It's just that they'll do things every once in a while to divert you from something else that's going on. Starting with they getting ready to crash the housing bubble again, and they're getting ready under House Joint Resolution 2748, steal people's bank accounts. So they get you arguing about Bitcoin. And they're getting ready to steal your bank accounts.
Taj. Talk to them. Tell them anything you want about that money.
That's the truth, because it ain't money. It's not money. It's keeping account of people's energy output. Look at Executive Order 11490, Rex 84, King Alfred Plan, silent weapons for quiet wars. They're dealing with people's heads, playing them over and over again, and giving you a new argument on a fiction to dismiss another fiction while they buy time, while they're burdened with trying to satisfy the debts for the United States Service Corporation, which went bankrupt last September the 30th, again. And the Bitcoin is another way for them to rob you voluntarily while you're giving up thinking that you're buying something.
Okay, now, a lot of people is saying Bitcoin, because I know some more are saying that Bitcoin is the way for us to get financial liberation and freedom. What's your take on that?
Now, first, before people even talk about that, if they don't take control of their estate, which is regulated under the Roman Curia, under the Global Estate Trust, don't talk about finances, don't talk about taking control of your resources, because that's where it's regulated at. And this is back to what we talked about earlier, Brother Joel Hill.
Facts. Salute to King Simon. King Simon said, "What's up?" Sends his
King
regards.
Simon, hey, brother. Yeah,
now,
love it, brother.
Now, along with this whole Bitcoin thing, it seems like there's a push, because this dude I know, he was trying to get me to push it in my store. A lot of drug dealers want to take the Bitcoin. You understand? We got Sir Bear Bay. You heard Sir Bear Bay said, leave it alone.
Man.
He said straight up, leave it alone.
You're getting ready to get played.
Like
Let's look at it. Let's just use your intelligence. It's a bubble. How can 1 unit of Bitcoin be past 13,000 to 18,000 and rising, and it's only in the hands of a few, and you invested and you think you got value? They're going to crash it. Stop. Grow up. I know it's kind of rough. No, really. This is for all of us. I'm not taking a superior position. I'm using intelligence. This is what's going on. Intelligence.
That's what we use, right?
Intelligence.
No, we use emotions, man. Not intelligence, man.
And this is the real deal. The United States Service Corporation, whose jurisdiction under a color of authority that we're operating under, etc. All corporate entities, and including the corporate entities that are selling bitcoins or anything else like that, that are registered under the United States Service Corporation, are members of the Roman Curia, controlled by the Jesuits. You figure it out from there.
Facts.
Those are facts. Look it up yourself. Let's not deal with emotions. Let's not deal with the trolls trying to distract you. Do some research, please.
Yo, y'all need to hit that like button and hit some of that super chat button, because the information the brother giving is hardcore. Not only that, I had to get him in because he had to go, but he said he'll do this for me. Joel Benjamin, 528.
You gotta give me some more.
Yeah, you need that Moorish one, right?
I need some more. Where's your rest of them?
These go fast. See, the Moorish pins, these go fast.
That's the real Al Moroccan flag. Look on your phone, call up Barack H. Obama and the Moorish flag. This is your true American flag.
Now,
not the stars and stripes, y'all.
Now, what as people might ask, well, damn, Bitcoin for real? All that going on, so what to invest in?
This is what we say. No, what you need to do is invest in yourself. And this is what we were talking about in front.
25 after.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
All right,
this is what we're talking
last
about.
question. We wrapping this up.
This is what we were talking about in front. The people need to know how the politics and the economics really work. I'm going to tell you this history and this fact and this truth real quick, and you figure it out. After the Red House fell in 1492, that's called the Alhambra, in Al-Andalus, which is later called Spain, the popes of Rome set up what is known as a global estate trust, sometimes referred to by politicians around the world as the Global World Trust. All corporations under Western operations, i.e. Occidentals, that you know as Europeans, that some people who don't know real pedigree falsely call white people, falsely, which is a status, are members of the Roman Curia, and they administer over the lands, the estates, the properties, and all hereditaments, corporal and incorporeal, of all conquered people. Now, under that Roman Curia, they set up a number routing system with 12 regions of the Federal Reserve, which was set up for the popes of Rome for operations under colonial operations. And what they do, they go in and out of what is called a Sister QV trust and Cetus trust that they have on all the people. Your mom didn't agree to it either, so when people tell you that crap.
Wait, Taj, I gotta stop you right there, because you gotta go. We're gonna leave it as that. Y'all need to hit that damn like button and need to learn to super chat. Taj gotta go, people. We're gonna end this now. Simon, King Simon, I will give him your number, and we're gonna do that connection like that. Peace, people. Say later to them. Taj.
Later, y'all. Peace. Islam. Shalom.
Thank you for watching Joel Benjamin 528. We're gonna bring y'all the good stuff always. Peace.
Peace.